Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. I'm fine. Thank you. Thanks for asking. What about you?
Fine. Sir,
Okay.
very happy. Acha, which date you had interview in Bank of Maharashtra?
I had my interview
On 13th or 12th?
12,
12th, acha. In which place?
Lucknow.
Oh, very good. Acha, you went with all this dadi only as it is?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How many people were there on that day for the interview?
Only one candidate was absent. There was around 13 candidates which were called for the interview. One was absent and the rest 12 were present.
Yeah. And your interview was first or second or last?
Mine was sixth.
Acha. How long did they take the interview?
Sir, the interview went for about more than 30 minutes, but
30 minutes. Yeah.
Yes, more than 30 minutes. But I have my interview can be divided into two parts: the first half and the second half. First half went exceptionally well, and the second part was like it went out of my hand. It had gone haywire.
Oh, what is the word which helped them to put problems for you? I mean, normally in interviews they go by words we are telling only. Here only I ask questions from different aspects.
Right.
There,
Right.
how did the interview start? And please tell one by one.
Uh,
Before that, how many people were interviewing you?
so there were around six persons.
Six.
Yes, there were five, six members in the panel. Five were male, and one ma'am was female.
Oh,
So there was
very good, very good. I think most of them must be general managers or ED. There must be ED also. ED was also present because you could.
I don't know, sir. I did not get the chance.
No, if you watch the, see 1 minute, I will show the picture. Yeah, hold on. Hello. Now for 10 minutes, lover. Hello.
Yes.
So I was just telling you, we have the pictures of general managers and others in our, website itself. If you see that, you can get it 1 minute. I will show that picture to you. From that, you can tell me.
Okay.
Now, look at the pictures. Are you seeing now?
Okay.
You see?
No.
No, these persons are not there.
I'm not able to see. Actually, your video is visible.
1 minute.
Just the screen is.
It's not sharing properly. Maybe some hanging. Doesn't matter. Leave it. Leave that point. Tell me what are the questions they asked. How did it go about?
See, the thing was like I have gone with a strategy and it did not work over there. I thought that maybe they will ask something about the experience from like I was, I worked as a branch but I think that they were least bothered about my profile. They were looking for an officer who is proficient in credit appraisal, especially in MSME. Right? They straight away asked me that have you given first of all they asked me about the advanced profile of my branch. I told them that the proportion.
You are now working in small finance bank, no?
No. I'm working in Bank of Baroda as a credit.
Pardon? Which bank? Oh, no, I think the signal. Yeah. Some problem.
Bank of Baroda, sir. Bank of Baroda.
Bank of Baroda. Oh, super. Then.
So this asked me the business figures of the advances in my current branch. Told them about proportions in which the advances of my branch are distributed. After that, they asked me that given any sort of term loan in MSME. I said yes. Then they asked what is the ratio which you look for SME. I said DSCR. Then they asked me what is DSCR. I have then they asked me about the formula. I have told them about the formula. Then they asked me that what is the ideal ratio of that DSCR as per the industry standards. So I was not sure about that. But I have given the answer that it should be below 2. Then they crossed checked with me. They said, is it 1.5 or 2?
No. Lot of breakage hota hai. Can you log out and come again? Sorry, its voice is breaking. Please log out and come again.
Okay.
Abhi, now you log out and re-log and let us see how it comes.
Okay.
Yeah, please. Sorry.
First question which they asked.
Yeah.
The first question which they asked was like, while appraising the term loan proposal in MSME, what is the ratio you are looking for? I mean, what is the important ratio? There are many ratios, but what is the exact ratio you look for? I said DSCR, that is debt service coverage ratio. Then they asked me that what is it? Then I defined the ratio. Then they asked me about the formula. I told them the exact formula. Then they told me what is the ideal ratio as per the industry standards. I said I could not remember, but I made a wide guess that it should be below 2. But they again verified me or cross-checked with me, and they again asked me that whether is it 1.5 or 2. Then I have stuck to my the answer and I've said it should be below 2. Then they skipped that question. After that, they asked me that apart from MSME loan, what are the loans you have exposure in? I told them that since it's a rural branch, then since it is a rural branch, in retail sector, I get proposal mostly of personal loans. Then they asked me that what are the things which when customer asks you for the personal loan, then what are the things you will look for, and how will you start the conversation? I'll make an inquiry that whether you are salaried holder or not. What is the purpose with which you want to take the loan? Because you cannot take loan for a speculative purpose, right? So that is the thing which, after getting all the confirmation, then I'll ask him for his ID and address proof, and I'll just fetch out his CIBIL score. And after that, when everything seems fine, then I'll go ahead and ask him for his salary slip or ITR or everything. So after that, they asked me. Then another member from the bank asked me that tell me one thing, that you are from Bank of Baroda. So basically, why do you basically want to join the bank? Because to me that you are joining it just for your ego, because Bank of Baroda is the perks and enrollments are far higher than what you get in this bank. So I said, sir, actually, I know that, it's not about that. In the Bank of Maharashtra, I'll get straight 2 years of, jump, because in my bank only, I'll be eligible for scale after 2 years. I'm getting the opportunity right away. So it will save me 2 years of my career. But they say that, don't you love your organization? You should love your mother organization, because you have worked for 6 years over there. I told them that yes, sir, I do very much love my mother organization. It's just like it's my aspiration. I want to aspire for something big. That is the reason why I am trying for this. That is the thing. So they said, okay. Then one member from the panel asked me that how well you are versed with your bank. I said pretty much, sir. Then they asked me that, do you know, let me test you whether you know about your bank or not. I said, okay, sir. Then they asked me about who is the present CEO of your bank. I said, Sanjeev Chadha. And he nodded his head and said that no, I'm not asking about CEO, but I am asking about CBO, Chief Vigilance Officer. Do you know Chief CBO? I said yes, sir. It's Chief Vigilance Officer. Then he said that who is the other CBO in your bank? I said, sir, sorry, sir, I do not remember. It is your bank. You should know that who is your CBO. I said, yes, sir. I should have known that, but sorry that currently I don't. Okay, so I'm not going to, since two banks are merged with your bank, then I'm not going to ask about that two banks because you must be knowing that. But could you please tell me that what are the two banks which are merged with Union Bank? Then I said, yes, it was Corporation Bank and Andhra Bank. Then they said that it is okay. Then they asked me another question, which is one ma'am was there and she started asking me about do you have access, have you done any proposal of cash credit in MSME? I said yes. Then and then she said that how will you access, how will you just calculate the limit? I said that by turnover method. Then she asked me what is turnover method. Then I said that 25% of the entire turnover within a year, we give limit, we give sanction limit to that. So she said 25. So annual sales or annual turnover. I said annual turnover. Then she, at this point of time, asked me that, okay, tell me. It's a kind of tricky question. After that, she asked, like, okay, tell me about NIACL method. See, like NIACL committee and Tenet committee are both the same thing. But since she asked me turnover method in the first place, then I got confused that that maybe whether I was not confident in this answer. I said that it is the second method. Then she smiled and said, then what is Tandon committee? Then I got confused and everything got mixed up in between. So I said like Tandon committee, sir, I just okay, this NIACL committee and turnover method are basically the same thing you said previously. I just asked you to cross check whether you were confident about it or not. I said okay, ma'am. Then yes, one panel asked me that what is the difference between hypothecation and mortgage, right? See, this is the thing. This can be answered by an amateur person also. But at that point of time, what happened was like I got blank. I mean, I had given the answer, but it is not technical. It is not technical enough. Which they have a certain expectation that since I am applying for scale 3, my answer should be as per should contain technical terms also. So I have given a basic layman answer that the hypothecation is of stock and the mortgage is of immovable property. I've given that answer, but because my mind got totally blank at that time, so I have to give the answer. But that is the best I can. That came to my mind, and I've given that. Then they said, okay.
Did they not counter you with hypothecation can be for movable properties also, like cars, scooters, and all that?
Okay.
Did they ask you?
No.
No vehicle.
After that, sir, actually, what happened was since to be very honest, I haven't had any hands-on experience of appraising any mortgage-based proposal, to be specific. Right. Then they asked me about, see, I know the thing, but to have the experience and exposure is a different thing. Right. So they asked me about then, okay, do you know how many, what are the types of mortgages you know about? I told them that, yes, there are equitable mortgage, then the registered mortgage, and over smartly, I told them about that there is also a simple mortgage as well. then they, because they are sitting, they are GM over there, then they know what, I'm trying to say or everything. They are pretty much experienced over there. So they asked me about the difference between, a simple mortgage and registered mortgage. I told them that yes, in simple mortgage, the title deed lies with the bank. In registered mortgage also, the title deed lies with the bank, but the difference is like third party is involved in the registered mortgage. So the terms and condition is acceptable to both the creditor as well as lender, creditor and borrower. So they asked me, asked me that don't you look after the documentation part? Then within myself, I knew that I made a mistake somewhere. That is the reason why they asked me this question. Don't you look after documentation part? I said yes, sir. I look after the documentation part as well as my branch manager looks after it as well. So they said there is nothing like simple mortgage, simple mortgage and registered mortgage are basically the same thing. I said okay. I said
that is the point. Both
yes,
are
sir, yes.
Both are same.
Yes, sir. But what can I say, sir? Sometimes you make the mistakes in the panel.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Because the pressure is so much, so you are bound to make mistakes. However, you are not supposed to, but due to pressure, you can anything can happen over there. But after that, sir, one more blunder which I made over there. They asked me about how do you calculate the drawing power in
which one?
Drawing power, DP. First of all, they started me by asking this question that how much of MSME business you have in your branch. I said 4 crores. I should have stopped over there, but what can I say? I made a smart move and it just spoiled everything. I just said that, however, there was one proposal which was sanctioned for 1.5 crores before my joining in this current branch. That I should have avoided that. But I made a mistake and I have just said that, and they just have picked up from there only. And they asked me that how do you calculate the drawing power? I said that stock and book debt we take basically 25% margin we take and just enter in the FinACL CBS system or ours. By this, the drawing power gets calculated. They again asked me that okay, then how would you give the treatment to sundry creditors? By that time, sir, since my confidence got so low that even I forget what is the actual treatment is to be given to sundry creditors. However, I know that it is a liability; it should be subtracted from the stock.
From the stock, yeah.
Right. But after leaving the hall, it just flashed in my mind. But at that time, I was not able to answer. I said, "Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. I just not able to recollect it now." Then she said, "Okay." Then one panel again asked me the question that how much, what is the transfer policy in your bank? I said after 2 years your transfer gets due. So they said that I can see from your profile that you have 6 years of experience in your mother organization, that is Bank of Baroda, but it's currently you are in the 4th branch. So either you are a problem creator or a problem troubleshooter. What are you? I said, sir, I'm not a problem creator because as you can see my profile, I've been promoted to branch head in 3 years after joining my branch, and that too in scale 1 itself. If I would have been a problem creator, then I would have not got this opportunity, right? So they asked me again.
No. Is it that you were manager, now you are in second line?
Right.
Definitely. I told you this question will come.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I answered them the most gracefully I can answer. The most thing that I've given this explanation that yes, during the first year itself, I got I got elevated to head a branch of a rural branch. And if I would have been a problem creator, then I would not have got this opportunity, right? So they said that you are not the problem creator. Then I'm like, yes, sir, I'm not the problem creator. So they again asked me 2-3 questions which I was able to answer them. I'm not getting. I was able to answer that. But then then back to back in the last, they asked me this question like, what do you know about cluster financing? I said no, sir. Then they asked me about the cluster financing.
Oh,
Cluster.
cluster.
Then,
What is cluster financing?
I don't know, sir. I don't know. I don't know. Cluster.
1 minute. Cluster financing. I heard it, but pata nahi. What is cluster financing? Where is cluster-based approach of lending is intended to provide a full service approach to cater to the diverse needs of MSC sector, which may be achieved through extending banking services to recognized MSC clusters. What is a cluster in economics? Geographically, proximate groups or interconnected companies, suppliers, service producers, associated institutions linked by commodities and complementarities. So that is, for example, giving finance to the company which is going to buy and also to the ancillary producers.
Basically, what I understood is like giving credit to the main company as well as to ancillary service providers as well, right? Which supports the main company.
Exactly.
Right?
That's what I see. Yeah.
Right. So I was not able to answer this question.
It's a good question. It's a good question. Cluster financing. First time I am asking, I mean, getting it in an interview. Cluster.
They have gone in deep with me. I don't know why they started. And after that, they started, and then they asked me about. Okay, tell me, after cluster financing, they straight away asked me that. Okay, tell me what is supply chain finance. I said that I have read it somewhere, but sorry, I'm not able to recall it now. Then after that, they asked me about what is Agriculture Infrastructure Fund, AIF. Then I was not able to answer that also. I said sorry. Ma'am, I was not able to answer that. So back to back, they asked me 3 questions like they just, I don't know. I mean, they have in the last in the last they have started. Okay, one last question from you, Mr. Yog Jaiswal. What is fixed stock? Fixed stock. They asked me straight away. What is fixed stock? I said that, sir, I don't know anything about fixed stock, but yes, there is a fixed asset I am aware of. Fixed stock, I don't know anything what is fixed stock. Then they started smiling at panel, everybody over there. Then I think in the same feedback which you have given me, the same feedback was shared by one of the honorable, panel member as well. Like you are good, but you should take the interview more seriously, right? They told me that you are good, but you should take interview more seriously. You should be confident about what you speak. I know that you know that, but it seems like you are not. This is the feedback which I got at the end of the interview. And one panel member was when they started bombarding questions like cluster financing and agriculture infrastructure finance and supply chain finance, then one panel member asked me that, Yog, you have started so well. Last में हो कि क्या हो रहा है तुमको? I was like, sorry sir, अब नहीं आता तो नहीं आता, हम उसमें क्या कर सकते हैं? So that was a kind of experience which I have. The first half went extremely smooth and fine. One question more they asked me about, like, okay, you have a big branch, you have a big bank, that is Bank of Baroda. There you have loan processing system, wherein everything get processed. You have to just punch in the data and that's it. And that software will print the entire documents. You don't have to do anything. So as a credit head, what is your responsibility? Then why are you sitting for over there? I said, sir, the basic, see, in the banking sector, the most basic thing is to verify the data. That is, the data should be, the data integrity should be important. There is a maker and checker concept in every bank. Because in the, I'm giving an example, because in retail, supposedly if I'm processing a retail score, retail loan, then every product has got a specific score below which we cannot finance. But if the entry maker accidentally put in some garbage values which is irrelevant over there, then the loan processing system might end up in showing incorrect values, right? That may lead to incorrect assessment of the credit proposal and eventually led to a default risk. Because everything has a score, like whether a candidate is postgraduate or graduate, and graduate is awarded with a lower score, and postgraduate, how much dependents you have. And if you enter a wrong data over there, then there would be a data discrepancy, score discrepancy over there, and due to which the appraisal, there's a risk of credit assessment. Then they said okay. So these are the things. So there was a mixed interview. In the first half, it was like okay, and in the second half, it went like.
How many marks did you score in the written test?
80.
80.
80 written, right?
Oh, no problem. More or less okay. I think they will give you around 70 to 75 marks.
Okay. Okay.
70 to 75. And because everybody cannot answer all the questions.
Right.
Some questions are not answered. And if you have said, I don't know, that is very fine. Only if you, that only one question, that simple mortgage, registered mortgage, that only you did.
Right. That is the thing.
So don't worry. They will give 70 marks, but depends on vacancies. And how many vacancies? 20.
100 vacancies, sir, for scale 3.
Scale 3, how many?
100. 100.
Oh, they have called about 250?
350. 1 is to 3.5.
So I wish you should be.
But the weightage of like written marks is of 60% and interviews of 40%.
Aapko 70 milega. They won't reduce below 70.
Okay.
60 to 70. So don't worry. Now it is not in our hands.
Yeah, right, sir.
No, but that is the, but one thing.
Because in the end, I got the negative feedback. That is the.
No, in the scale 3, they have been asking very tough questions like this only. For example, let me tell you, which type of accounts are considered for OTS. Likewise, then how your experience will be useful in Bank of Maharashtra. What is Standard Committee 2 method? What is maximum CGT MSC coverage? What are the schemes you will suggest for a person coming for manufacturing loan without collateral with subsidy? Likewise, they do ask very tough questions.
Right. I can understand. They actually are looking for a proficient person. The ones who are very proficient with their skills and.
No. Somebody who is really working in the credit section will be benefited. Will be selected. Right. Like they have asked about PM, EGP, CGT, MSC, CMR, Civil MSME rank. Then EASE. What is that? EASE. EASE.
EASE, sir, it is recently Government of India has enhanced access and service. Sir, EASE is a full form recently given by government. It contains 4 to 6 parameters. And only when a particular PSB qualifies in all parameters, then is only when that particular PSB is eligible for capital infusion with the government.
Is it enhanced access program? No.
Right. Enhanced access and service. I'm not getting that last word. Enhanced access and service is kind of this thing.
No. Here it is not coming. Doesn't matter. Likewise, one more question also was tough. Like SMILE, SMILE. What is SMILE?
Okay, SMILE. Right.
That also I am not able to get it. Then they have asked MCLR, ECB, IRR, ASBA, standby LC, different between LC, BG. Then likewise, so many questions, but good ones.
Right. They are actually asking good questions.
Tough questions and interesting questions they ask. But only person who is really working in that seat can answer.
Right. Bilkul, sir. I agree, totally agree.
Yeah, you will get 70 marks, don't worry.
Okay. Okay. I got nervous. Sir, the thing is like, since I'm already working, I don't have problem. I don't look at that way that whether I'll not get selected, what are my chances and everything like that. But yes, I should get a sense of, satisfaction that yes, I answered all the questions in the interview. That should be the main motive. Being getting selected or not is a different thing. But yes, I should get a sense of satisfaction that yes, I was able to answer everything.
But one thing is that the fact that you have gone without shaving,
yes sir, yes sir, yes sir,
is an indication you are not serious about it.
Yes sir, yes,
that's
sir.
what old people, we will think like that.
Yes sir, yes sir.
Why did you not shave it? I asked you, na, shave. Will you shave it or not? No.
So I don't have an idea about that.
No, but why did you not shave? Tell me, is there any problem for you?
Sir, I don't look good after.
Achha, aapka complex hai. That
right.
Yeah, you feel you are good only in this. I also recommend people to go in a style which they feel they are good. That is correct. That is okay. For example, I could have
felt underconfident if I would have gone without shaving after seeing my face itself. So that is okay.
I would have. I always come with this tilak. It's
right.
a question of experience. Anyhow,
Right.
If it is good for you to be selected, in fact, your scale 2 salary, what is the salary now? Is it better than scale 3 or less than that?
Less than that. Sir, my gross salary currently is 90.
Oh.
And in scale 2, when I'll join that there, if I get a chance, then my salary would be my starting, because I've cleared JIB and CIB both. So I'll get 2 additional increments. So my starting salary gross salary would be anywhere between 1.05.
Good, very good. Best wishes. Don't worry. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. When you get time, I suggest not now, immediately. You sit down and put them in the form of a word file, so that it may be easy even. And only questions only, not the answer.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.